Hey guys, welcome back. This is Flying with Planethead and Stain. Um, if you've never seen this stream before, or is this a stream or recording? It's a YouTube recording. Basically, I'm doing 100 days of flying as an alpha to see how far I can go living on my own. I've moved myself out here to Stain, at least for the near future, if not for long term for a while. Uh, if you if you want to see how I've done this or gotten to where I'm at so far, um, I think this is going to be episode 11, um, 10 or 11. I'll be putting the link to the actual playlist from day one to this one. So if you get bored, they're usually about 30 minutes long each episode. I just talk as I'm playing to show you what I've been doing, how I've been doing it as an alpha character, not just sitting out there in high sec, but flying around here in low sec and mostly null sec, and how you can survive out here basically as a scavenger, solo pilot, whatever you want to do. Some updates. Just recently, I was able to get back another magnate so I can do some exploration out here. I also have in the region my executioner that I was able to get out here, and a few blueprints so I can start building a few things on my own. The blueprints range around are for the magnate here so that I can do my exploration. I'm getting closer and closer to being able to just live out here without having to go back and forth to high sec. Uh, but still got to do a few things back and forth, but I limit those. Um, Recently, I did upgrade some of my skills, just got them through. My repair systems is up to a level 3 now because this is when I fly my executioner. It is an armor tank ship. I also threw a little bit of drone usage in here so that I can fly a few drones for my magnate. Why? I have no idea, but it was super simple to throw it in there. So now I can fly 2 drones with it just as a little bit of protection against rats. It's not going to save me against anybody who's trying to kill me as far as players. But it will actually allow me to do that and maybe get me a little bit ahead of the game for what I want to go to in my future. Sometime in the next 2 weeks, I want to upgrade to flying a destroyer out here. Um, Bonuses and negatives to flying a Mar. The one major negative is they use lasers most of the time um, rather than your projectile weapons or your hybrid weapons, so it takes away from your capacitor. The positives are that whenever you are doing some ratting or hunting um, NPCs for bounties, it doesn't take any ammo. So once you get them hooked up, you can fly as long as you want, which is kind of cool. Uh, there are different uses for those guns, that sort of thing. I am hanging out here in the station just a little bit right now. A couple people came in, and I don't want to undock right away just to see how they're doing. Everybody out here right now is an enemy of mine. I'm not trying to shoot them, but they are trying to shoot me until I start meeting a few people. I did have a fellow yesterday and the day before who was he was telling me that he owned the space and that he wanted me to pay him bounty, or not bounty, a fee. And I didn't even ask him how much. I told him, "Hey, I'm flying a ship that's worth 500K. Why would I pay you anything?" Then I booted up the next day and he started talking about the same thing. And I know that's his gameplay. That's all cool. Uh, Not a problem. I just think it's funny that I think part of it sometimes is for people to get under other people's skins. It doesn't really matter to me at all. If he killed me 50 times, that would be 225 million ISK, which I can get easily. Um, as far as a current update as to my total net worth, I'm at 367 million ISK. That slowed down just briefly because I was taking some time to get some Blueprints out here. Also, I had lost my magnate to being killed at a gate when I lost my connection the other day. I wish I would have had video of that, but I had lost my connection. So I've died twice out here, but my explorations have been fantastic, just doing a regular magnate. I did upgrade the magnate a little bit here. I got some Sisters core probe launcher. I'm sorry, core probes, which allowed me to scan down my first level 4 relic site, which gained me about 25 million ISK. Other upgrades, I was able to grab a micro warp drive and throw on a little bit of damage control and stuff like that. The Executioner update for that, just doing an update here because tomorrow I'll just go do some flying if nobody's around. Let's pull the Executioner up here. My DPS, I think the last time I brought it up, damage per second was at around 46 per 46 per second DPS. It is much more than that now. Still have some room to go, but I'll just show you here. So my damage now is at 80.1. So I've almost doubled my damage per second. That's what I really look for. Sorry, it's coffee day. I literally just woke up. It is a work day, so I wanted to get the video in before I got some lunch and got ready to go to work. But that's why I'm just kind of doing an update here real quick. Hey, puppy. She wants to say hi. But unfortunately, I'm in my lounge chair now. Yeah, my dog. This is my puppy, Amanda. Okay, off. You're good. You're good. Yeah, I have no idea how that video worked. Once I move back to my office, you'll get to hang out with Amanda a little bit more. Come on up here. Okay. No, off. There you go. Lie down. We'll play in a little bit, all right? She's not a puppy. She's almost 11 years old, but she still acts like one. Okay, so some upgrades that I did to the ship. I'm going to be tinkering with this for quite a while. But two things not just two. I was able to add in a small focused anode particle stream here and here. That upgraded my damage per second. And my ranges on it, if you notice, I don't know if you can see it, my fall off and optimal ranges are almost 7,000 meters to 9,500, whereas I still have one regular one, which is at 5,300 to 73, so that's a little bit better there. I can get a better range on them. Over here, I was able to upgrade my heat sink to some scavenged. All this is stuff that I killed guys out, NPCs out here, and upgraded my ship. I have extruded compact heat sinks, which are upgraded there. I added 2 on here. Still have my armor repair in here, just to keep me out there and rolling. And then here I went with the upgraded afterburner. I think this is the same here. My skills, why my DPS has gone up as well, is because of these two, and my skills for my gunnery, my light beams, I think are maxed out. We're going to check, or I'm at least level 4 for the damage. So let's see here. We'll go into gunnery, but I still have some room to go otherwise. So we've got... Yeah, I was able to get my small energy turret up to a level 4. Level 5 is 9 days. So that is in the list, but it is down near the bottom. I want to get some of this other stuff done. But my gunnery here is at level 4. I should actually throw that in. Why don't I have my gunnery in there? We're going to throw that down here at the bottom. I love having these types of skills. They're skills that will, when I upgrade to my next ship, follow through. If when I go to the destroyer, my small lasers will still help that. Now, once I go on to a cruiser, I will have to skill those up. But at least right now, at least for like probably the next couple of weeks, all these skills will help me. The gunnery skill will always help me. That goes along, if I talked about it in a couple videos ago, the Magic 14. Shield operation always helps you. Repair systems, maybe, maybe not, because if you're not armor tanked, then you're not going to be using the repair systems. So I'm only going to go up to level 4 with those. I don't even know if I can go to level 5 as an alpha. But skill setups are much more important, I think, as an alpha, because you're skilling up so much slower than as an omega. And just a heads up, my goal is at 100 days to see if I have made enough ISK to then plex. And if I can plex at that point in time, then, and this is going to sound weird, I'm not going to use that money to plex. I'm actually going to buy an account and use that money to upgrade myself and do even more things. But it's just one of those goals. You have to have goals. So that's my medium-term goal. My long-term goal is to get into some capital ships. I've always wanted to fly a dreadnought, but that will be quite some time down the road. The dog wants to play, and her tail is wagging. No, off. Go lay down. I'll be there. No, okay, she can go outside. Now she's back. All right, so got all that going. I think she's just weirded out that I'm talking so much. So, got all of that. Now, what are some other things that I can throw in here to help? Well, I could throw in some surgical strike. Now that I've got to level 4 of my light beam lasers, I can do surgical strike. That will increase my damage per weapon turrets by 3%. This only will take an hour. So you know what? I'm going to do it. Why? Because I can. I'll keep adding these on over the next couple days, and we'll see how my damage per second goes. Now, want to increase my damage per second, so rapid firing, 4% bonus per skill level to rate of fire. I'm going to do that one. Now, that is a 14-hour train. So, So we're going to throw those two in. Where'd it go? There it is. So that's 15 hours. So by this time tomorrow, I should have an increased damage per second. And if I do a video tomorrow, I'll update my damage per second to you guys. So let's see what we got here. Ooh, we still got a decent number of people in the system. Might as well go fly out here in a second. So right now we're at 80.1. My goal is to get to at least 100 with my executioner. I will probably then bring out a couple more different types of frigates and try those out. Obviously, I've got some room for improvement with right here and right here with the rigs. Also, I can improve with my gun here. So we're just going to keep an eye on it as it goes along. One thing I've had a problem with is the actual targeting of other frigates. And so I'll also need to work on that. I've been working on a few flying tactics to increase my trajectories on those guys that I'm trying to kill. So I may, in some of my videos, show you what I'm doing there. They may be right or wrong, but it's interesting to see how not just pointing and clicking, but actually doing different things in flight causes you to do more damage and hit better. There we go. Got a good cup of coffee today. So, let's see here. Got my executioner. We got 4 people in system. Oh, they're all 4 docked up. So let's get undocked. I'm going to undock, and as soon as I undock, I'm going to go and hit this warp here so I can get 150 kilometers right off the undock. If you haven't used the saved locations box, it is so much easier. I'm getting used to it. A lot of this is just practice makes perfect. So warp. Reason why I do that, notice how, boom, I'm suddenly warped. So I'm 100, now I am instantaneously, where am I there? 173 off the station. Now I can go to my safe spot near the station so I can keep an eye on with my directional scanning. And now I'm basically safe unless somebody combat probes me down. But then, as long as I'm actively playing, I've got my scanning up here, so I'm good there. Now, there's 4 people in system. They are all docked, or 3, including, and then myself. They are docked up right now, but at any point in time, these guys could come out and decide to try to kill me. So, let's see, how much time are we at right now? Oh, we got plenty of time, 14 minutes. So the first thing I want to do is check. Now this is a dead end system. So the first thing I want to do is go check the gate. I'm 45.9 away. I've got a save spot up near the gate here, so I'm going to warp to that. The other thing that I'm doing is I'm not just sticking in one system. As I'm living more and more out here, I'm going to every one of the NPC stations, just dropping a few things off. That way, I'm never being seen all the time in certain areas so that I can be targeted specifically. They may see me every other day, that sort of thing. This is a new system that I'm hanging out in. Good. So, big thing I'm looking for here is I've gotten near the gate. I'm hitting V for my hotkey for my directional scanning. And I'm not seeing any warp bubbles on this side. Now, can I see the other side from here? No. So if there's a warp bubble and somebody wanted to kill me, they might be able to. So one way to mitigate that, well, there's 2 ways. I can either kind of go through here. Now I'm at 6QBH. If I go into U6 here, it shows, okay, there's been a pod kill about 6 hours ago. So I'm not too worried, and a ship kill. So that tells me probably nobody's gate camping there right now. Now, is that up to the minute? No. So if somebody decided to, they can. The second part is I can pull up the in-game map, hover over it here. Shows me that in the last half hour, there's been 1 pilot in system flying around the system. So there's a slight chance somebody is doing that. Now here's the last part, and this is just knowing the areas and just the odds of probability. If people are trying to snag other people, unless they're going for somebody specific, they're going to be going on routes where people will go in general. So in general, if somebody was wanting to gate camp an area and just snag anybody they can, they would want to go on these trade routes or these major routes that they go along. If you notice here, especially like an area like this, there's only 1 route through here. This would be a great spot to hit spot, sit on a gate and try to kill somebody. If you are sitting right here, this is the gate that I want to go through. They would want to actually go after these gates here, the one here and one here, but not this one because they're only going to be able to grab anybody who's coming out of here. And they have no idea. A lot of times, like you saw, there's only 4 of us here. So I feel fairly safe that I can go through this gate right here. So I'm going to. The nice part about this too is I can hover over this while I'm in the game map and jump through. Am I the end all be all of knowing how to do all of this? No. This is just me having fun. Good. Let's get our directional scanning going. Still got nobody up. Always want to get. When I first started playing a long time ago, I thought directional scanning would be a pain. Once you learn the hotkey, it really isn't. Okay, so this fellow has been around for a while. So let's get right off this gate. I gotta get used to doing that. So what I'm going to look for is a system that doesn't have anybody in local. So I've got, I can't see anybody here, and he is somewhere probably out and about because there is no dock-up area unless he's in this Ostra house that's right here. Not too worried about it. That probably means he's cloaked up. Might be a scout. Um, so which way do I want to go? Well, I think I want to go south. I'm right here. Now this is a tricky little spot. RPS. So I want to check it. RPS and L68. So we're going to do the same thing that I just did. Nobody died in LPS8. How about or L6? Ooh. So we do have somebody dying about 3 hours ago here. And it seems like a decent amount. So this is a spot that I want to keep an eye out long term. But I want to go south. And like I said, this ship is not worth a lot of ISK. I'm going to take a chance. Got nobody up here. We're going to go ahead and jump through it. Cross our fingers. I don't mind dying, partly because the ship really isn't worth that much. It's all scavenged parts. It's only worth 1.1 ISK. But also just to show you what you can do to maybe mitigate that. I do not have the skills yet, but I want to get better at jumping back to the gate or maybe getting out. Okay. Whoa. Uh-oh, shit. Sorry. Okay, so we got a lot of people in system. Let's, there is a station here, so maybe that's what's going on. Sorry for the language. No, there you'll see me say a lot worse. Did not recognize that there were that many people here. Should I have seen that? Did I? I don't think I checked. Now it says here that nobody was in the. So even though there's a lot of people here, they're probably docked up. So that makes me feel a little bit better. Now, if you notice here, I've got my. Well, we've got a Thrasher here. Interesting. So notice I have my save spots saved. This is another nice thing. I want to check out, where am I going to here? I'm in RPS. I want to get to LC1. LC1. So, am I close to LC1? No. So we're going to warp to my safe spot near it and see if there is a bubble there. Now that I have these save spots up, what I want to do at some point is get these spots, a second spot closer to these gates. Ooh, got a capsule? Did that Thrasher die? I don't think so. Okay. Good. Sorry, I'm just taking a look around to see what's going on. Now, I'm not seeing any warp bubbles or anything like that. I am 9.7 away. What I want to do is create warp save spots, maybe about 1,000 out from the gates, maybe 500, that sort of thing, so I can fly to the gate, but not on top of the gate. So the idea is a lot of these guys will sit on the gate and wait until you come within their directional scanning, and then they'll drop the disruption sphere or create a sphere with their sabers. So if I'm flying in but I don't get to the gate, maybe I'm 1,000 out or maybe farther than that, they'll see me pop that bubble up, and now I've made them do that, and I can see what's going on at the gate. Right now, I can only look at it through my directional scanning. Like I said before, I just want to have a little bit of fun today, so let's take a chance, make it interesting for you to watch. We're going to go for this gate, see what happens. It is a little bit interesting flying. You don't really recognize. I mean, you think a magnate is fast, and then because it's a frigate, and they do fly something like an executioner, which is a tackle frigate, and the differences are really big. Okay, so nobody's on gate here. Hopefully, I did not check the next system. See, this is where I talk too much. Hopefully, there's no bubble on the opposite side here. Oh, we got a decent number of people here too. Okay, location, safe, warp. Didn't do that. I'm just so for years. Well, years I didn't play it for years. I did the drop downs, and I'm trying to get used to doing this. I need to do that more often. Um, that's something that you can watch to see if I do over the next 100 episodes or 50 episodes. Oh, while I'll be putting the day of what day it is that I'm on, if you notice during that time that I was up on the mountain and only able to play at the Starbucks, I didn't make any videos. Um, the reason for that was obviously I'm out in public and only had a limited amount of time. I'm going to put the episode number on the title, but I'll be putting, oh, I'm sorry, the day number on the title, but the episode number on in the description near the playlist. That way it shows how I'm not. So if there is a gap in time of days, I'm not going to have. I'm going to try to do one every day, or at least as close to every day as possible. But if I miss a couple days due to work or something like that, you'll all understand. So there we go. Good, good, good. So here's the thing. I want to go south. I want to get to QM. It's good. So I'm within 14.3 QM. My directional scanning is saying no bubble there. I do have 5 people in the system. I do not want to hang out here too long. This is a neat little spot. It is a Fortizar that is open to the public, so that's kind of nice. I don't know. Actually, let's find out who owns this. Show. Where's my show? There it is. This is owned by the Weed Corp. Their headquarters, or their headquarters is there. They've got 37 members, so they must have struck up some sort of deal to be able to put this, because they're not part of any alliance, but they've got a Fortizar out here in the middle of Stain. So they must have some special stuff going on here. Let's just see if any of these guys here are part of Weedcourt. No. It's interesting to, there we go, member of Weed Corp. Title, blah, blah, blah. Weed Corp. Okay. So, let's keep on going here. We're going to jump on through to QM. I'm just trying to find a spot that doesn't have anybody in it. To be honest, this has been a little bit tougher than normal. Usually a lot of these systems are empty, but like I said, this is a drive-through area or an interstate. I'm going to start calling them the interstates. Maybe I'll start naming the interstates of Stain, just so I can keep them in my mind, not so much for you. Good. Okay, so nobody here. But again, this is an interstate. Okay, good. Just want to get off that gate. I almost died the other day. I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at things too much, and I was sitting on gate, and the NPCs almost killed me because I uncloaked and hadn't warped off. So I'm trying to get used to just going to a different spot. So how many asteroid belts are here? Oh, we got a decent number. Now, if I wanted to, I could try to go kill some guys in this area, but I'm not going to. Notice I'm spending a little bit less time worrying about checking these. We're going to go over to KP. KP, RV, and RL. Look to see if there's any of these that have no one in them. If they do, then I'll do some ratting. Because they've also got an NPC station there. While that Fortizar is in that system, I can dock at it. It is a player-owned system, so at any point in time they could shut off access to that. So I don't leave any of my stuff there. Maybe I'll buy some stuff there. Second part being that if they were war decked and it gets blown up, my stuff's gone. Okay, sweet. Nobody in system here. So this is a good little system. We're going to go ahead and get off the gate here. Location. There we go. This actually has 3 stations. And this is RV, I'm sorry, KP FQ1. It's got some production and some refining. So if you want to build stuff here, all 3 of these systems do. Same thing with this up here. RP5S has that, but it's on that interstate. I'm going to start calling it, I like that phrase. Hopefully I'll remember it. I'll call this the interstate here. I-95. Maybe this is eastern side, and then we'll figure out a western coast one. Good. So, we're in a safe spot here. Now we can take a look around. Asteroid belts. There's 4 of them. 5 of them. Now the big thing to look for here is where are these asteroid belts at? And how far away are they from the gates? So what I want to do is pull up the solar system browser. And this is just the initial. I don't want you to freak out. You're not going to have to do this all the time. You just get used to the system. So I just want to show you a good thing to look for here. So this is asteroid belt here. I'm going to zoom in. Notice I've got the asteroid belt here and another asteroid belt here. This is a site here, an Arcanor site. The most important thing here, if I'm not mistaken, is there should be 2 gates in system. And where is there's gate 1 is right here, and where is gate 2? Gate 2 is over there. So what bonus is that for me? There's the gate 2 right there. What bonus is that for me to try to blow things up over here? Well, if I start killing things in this asteroid belt or in anomalies over in this area, this is one thing to look for. When somebody comes into system through either one of these gates, they are initially not going to be able to see me off of their directional scanner. So I'll have a little bit more time to get away, or at least keep an eye out. If I keep my directional scanning up, it'll be much harder for them to find me. In this game, every second counts. So it just gives you a little bit better feel. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to warp there. And hopefully there's some rats here so I can finish off this little description. I have 600,000 ISK left. Oh, I do not want to take this on. Whoa, 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 whoa. Bit off a little bit more than I wanted to chew. I think that was a combat site that I accidentally went to. So, let's see here. Asteroid belts. We're going to try to go out to the farthest one here. Planet 5. Where is Planet 5? I think this is Planet 5. Just want to go to a regular planet belt. And here's where I'm at. We'll see where I'm going to fly to here. Was it all inside? So I'm going. Alrighty. So I am going to be far enough away. It's just a regular asteroid belt. Nothing to be afraid of. Notice here, my two gates are well over 14.3 AU away. And of course, nobody is here for me to shoot. So we're going to try to go a little bit closer. I thought I went to asteroid belt. Did I not click that right? I'm going to try again. Asteroid belt 1. I'll have to go back and look at the video. You probably saw me hit something wrong. Did I just go to the planet? Maybe? Maybe I did the planet. I don't think so. That's weird. Okay. Perfect. So this is going to show you the positives and the negatives if I can live through this. So we're going to close our distance here. Get our speed up. Get our targeting on. The first part here is going to be a little bit tedious because my trajectory analysis is not the best. I'm going to get my guns up and going. Already hit me pretty good. All I'm doing right now is I'm watching my damage I'm taking. Once it gets into, notice here I am getting hit or hitting them, and I'm missing a decent amount. What I want to do is mitigate this a little bit. Okay, so we're going to turn on our armor repair just in case. Now notice I'm not hitting him. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and out on this guy. Back and forth. See, right now we're circling each other, which is causing my trajectory to miss him a lot. So as I go in and out, it pulls me out and in, which causes me to be able to hit him. Notice I'm starting to hit him more. But it also makes me still a tough target for some of these other guys. It's almost dead. And I can move it. Alrighty, so now we're going to move on to the next guy here. Ooh. Might want to be careful. Now I'm not shooting at this guy just yet. I'm letting my capacitor build back up. I'm going to throw, oops, this is the guy I'm wanting to shoot at here. I'm going to hold him down, and now I'm going to start firing. And rinse and repeat. I'm also trying to stay far out here so I can see what's going on. To be honest, I'm more focused on this right here. Turn my Weber off. He's dead. Let's close our range. Let our stuff build up here. Notice I still nobody in system. Be able to hold them off here. Okay, we're somewhat close. Let's go ahead and start firing. Go out and in. Notice I am still missing him. Now, why am I doing the 3 instead of the 1? Reason is that these two guns are different from that one. So I'm basically, so once I get all 3 the same, I'll probably try to do alpha strikes on them. Okay. Now, I have not upgraded my skills for targeting. Let's get these guys targeted up. This is the important one here. This is where we can make our money and make our stuff. So let's go ahead and get that going. Oh, they're warping. Don't tell me they're warping off. They're warping off. Dang it. Okay, so I killed their fighter escort. Long story short, if they had not warped off, with my upgrades recently, last video I did not, or the last time I was doing this, I could only do about 50 DPS, which could not kill those battle cruisers. Now I can. And I'm almost, once I get over 100 DPS, I can start killing some battleships. Those are actually a lot safer to fight against than the frigates because they can't hit me with my speed tanking. And I get a lot more ISK here from the bounties. Plus, they drop items, which I can pick up, take back, and use or melt down. Now, I don't mind killing the frigates. They are a little bit tougher right now, but they give me more equipment for my frigate that I'm currently using. And since they're small, I can hold on to those items. That's how I've been able to upgrade my guns, how I've been able to upgrade my heat sinks. This is just stuff that I've been able to take off these guys. There we go. Fleet and compact. You get so many of those. I wish I would have been able to take out those battleships. I don't want this video to go on too long. Where are we at here? 42 minutes. Yeah, that's way too long. So next video, I will try to focus on taking on the battle cruisers. Show you how I can kill those with just a little frigate. Come on. Or I'll do something else. But a little bit longer of a video, but I think this is what I'll do today. Have some fun. You guys fly safe, fly dangerously, fly however that you want, and have a good one. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.